Hello everyone, welcome back to Blooms and Bicycles. I'm Ashley and today I'll be talking you through how to look after your flowers to increase the longevity of your arrangement. So with our flower stems, we always cut off 1 centimetre or 2 from the bottom, and we do this on an angle. This just ensures that there is as much surface area as possible for nutrients and water to be extracted up the stem. We then always remove leaves from lower down. This is because we wouldn't want any of the foliage to sit beneath the water level, as this will make the water go mouldy, and we want to make sure the water stays fresh for as long as possible. So in addition to removing leaves which will fall beneath the water line, we'll also remove leaves which are not necessarily to any benefit when it comes to the display. This is because as water is extracted up the stem, you want it to reach the parts which are going to be in full view. And given with our arrangement today, lower leaves will not be of any benefit. We'll take away all of which are on the stem besides the top 2, plus the flower head itself. However, you can always take away all of the leaves, which is a common practice particularly with roses, because this means that the nutrients and the water will go straight into the flower head, and it is known to help with the longevity of a rose flower in particular. And whilst we're also on the subject of roses, we'll also talk about these outer petals. These are the ones which encase the bud during its process of growth. As the flower bursts out of these are no longer needed. They are still very pretty in their own right, so if you are going for a very loose natural design, you might wish to leave them on and in place, and that's fine. However, you can always remove these, and if you do, it's well known that by doing so, you will definitely increase the longevity of a rose's life. So there are things you can do ahead of arranging the flowers. To start with, we always make sure we have tepid fresh water in our water vessel. The selected flower feed we use is a paper plastic-free sachet which is completely carbon neutral and also comes with a generous amount. So when you receive our flowers, you'll only need to use half a sachet's worth of feed in your water. Then to stir it into the water, we'll just take one of our stems and give it a quick mix. Then 2 to 3 days later, if there is a clouding in the water, lift the stems gently away from the vessel and run them under the tap at a tepid temperature to get rid of any biofilm that might feel slimy to the touch. This just ensures it's doing away with any bacteria that might have started to grow in the water, although if you maintain this regularly, it'll be unlikely. Again, at that point, you can also trim away an additional centimetre or 2 off the bottom of the stems, and this just again helps make sure that the stems going back into the fresh water with the remaining flower feed will continue to take up the water and the nutrients as much halfway through their shelf life as much as they did at the very beginning.